Hello, my friends. Wayne G. the Gurmanator. What's up, Chica? Hope everyone is doing well. Chumley, we're going national. I'm selling these shirts, by the way. I'm a shill. I will sell anything. Just kidding. I have plenty of shirts left. So the call-in number today is 646-481-6650. Welcome to the podcast. I have the sun beating heavily upon my neck here. This is what happens when you do it in a location when there's a skylight. Hope everyone is doing well. So, what are we going to talk about today? Today is podcast number 4. We talk a little bit about everything. We talk about this, a little bit about that. Bada beep, bada boop, bada bing. But thank you for joining. If you want to call in, you call in live 646-481-6650. I love to take phone calls, and I'm enjoying the podcast. This is podcast number 4. I'm done with asking people to be guests. I've had some fun. We've had a few guests. We had Billy, we had Doreen and Donna. It was great. But I've had about 3 or 4 other guests who all canceled. Oh, we can't do it. You're too political. You're too that. You're too this. Oh my God, it's too funny. Too funny. Nothing like sugar-free, non-sweet coffee. Yeah, it's the best. Trying to be good. I lost some weight. I lost like 11 pounds. I'm trying to be good. So what are we going to talk about today? I got a little cheat sheet here. Trump wears a blue suit to the Pope's funeral. Yes, he did. Wow. I love the way they framed that, right? They just showed Trump sitting there with some black suits, and meanwhile, there was all sorts of blue suits there, right? Too funny. We got the ABC interview last night with, I don't know who it was, but Donald Trump was interviewed. I don't know why Trump does these interviews. Why? Why, essay? Why bother doing these interviews? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why would you even bother? I don't know. It's all attack Trump. It's all divide and conquer, rules for radicals, right? It's all trying to take Donald John Trump. Oh, say, can you see? It's all trying to take him down. Oh, what do we have here? We have the top hits from 1973 is the year we're going with today. Let's see. I love singing. I'm a very bad singer, but I love to butcher the songs. Who knows what the number one song, November 72, through November 73. Oh, for the year. Okay. For some reason, they go November to November. Wow, do I remember this song as a child? Oh, my God, I remember it so well. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Forget about us. Get on the bus. Da-na-na-na-na-na. That's a different song. Drop off the key, Lee, and let yourself free. So anyway, Tie a Yellow Ribbon brings me back to my parents' living room. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to get emotional here. Brings me back to my parents' living room, red walls, fish tank, 55-gallon fish tank, which my mother broke because she was mad at us for playing too much. She was laying down on the couch trying to sleep. I don't know what she was so tired from. She didn't have a job at the time. Just kidding. My mother threw her shoe at us running. We're running. My mother says, shut the hell up. She throws her shoe at us, and it broke the fish tank. 55-gallon fish tank went right down into the landlord's apartment. Lucy Giordano, oh, rest in peace, Lucy. I loved you. Lucy and Vinny Gotts and Jennifer and Tony Giordano, the father. Here I am. I'm getting verklempt, right? Thinking about it. So my mother, I'm trying to watch Match Game 74, and my mother's trying to sleep, and I'm playing around with my sister. I guess it was my older sister, right? We're fighting, whatever. I'm just trying to watch Gene Rayburn and Richard Dawson and Brett Summers and the whole crew and Charles R. Nelson Riley. And my mother says, shut up. And we're running in the kitchen. She throws the shoe, and the shoe breaks the fish tank. My mother's trying to scoop up the fish. Oh, my God. We had a barber chair in the living room. Oh, my God. So anyway, I remember that song from that house, that living room in Locust Point in the Bronx. And I remember that my mother would play it cleaning. And I remember Dawn and Gay. Gay was Billy Skelzy's mother, rest in peace. Oh, God. Gay She had the whole 60s look with the beehive hairdo and she had the short leather jacket with the high heels with the chains and the tassels hanging off of it. And Don was her boyfriend. They were never married. And he'd sit there and massage her feet. And yeah, he'd sit there and massage her feet as they were playing songs like Tie a Yellow Ribbon or Bad, Bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. And that just brings back memories. We'll get to more of these songs in a bit, but we're going to talk about current events. I just want to run down the list here. I was going to do my little list here, which I wrote on the back of a check. That's how advanced we are here. That is a yes, that's a public housing check. Yes, it is. So, but a friend of mine, my good friend Gary, we're walking this morning, and he told me about Candace Owens turncoating on Donald John Trump. What? Ay, Dios mío. So we have that. We're going to play the audio of Candace. We're going to break that down. I'm like, what are you doing? Who's the other woman that calls in the radio shows all the time? She looks like the Wicked Witch of the West with the blonde hair, the stringy hair. Oh, God, she's on the radio all the time. I love her, actually. She wrote the book Adios America. But she turned on Trump, but now she loves Trump again. Amazing. You love it at Levitt's. Okay, so we could also talk about, if you want to call in, 646-481-6650. I welcome all callers. You want to call in, you want to talk about anything. I wish I had strangers calling me, like liberals. Oh, God, what a show that would be. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Let liberals call me. I'd love to dissect their insanity. So we have the ABC interview last night. I will say this about the ABC interview last night. Again, I don't know why Trump does it, but Trump was wrong on something, and he was really wrong on something. He kept insisting that this guy, the Maryland dad, right? We all know the innocent Maryland dad that was taken and shipped off to El Salvador or Venezuela. I don't know, wherever the hell he was. I don't even care. Just keep him out of the country. He's an MS-13 murderous gang member. So Trump kept insisting that the guy had MS-13 tattooed on his hand, on his knuckles. He doesn't, Donald. Donald, I love you as a president, not as a person. I don't know you, but I love you as my president. How do you not know that? You need to know that. What this guy has, and I forget his name, Kiko Garcia, whatever, I don't care. He has MS-13, the symbolism for MS-13. He has marijuana, which is the M. He has a smiley face on the next finger, which is S. And then there's one is the first number in whatever the alphabet. Then he has something symbolizing the 3. So he's got marijuana, smiley face, this, that. It's what MS-13 does, so they don't advertise they're in MS-13. They do marijuana, smiley face, and the other 2 things. That's what he has on his hand, on his knuckles. Trump kept insisting he has MS-13. Donald, we all love you. You're doing a great job. You may go down as the greatest president in history. You should know this. You really should know this. That's a little troubling to me that you don't know this. That's something I expect out of Joe Biden. I just think you have so much on your plate that you really didn't look at that closely. How about Tom Homan or what's his face, that bald-headed assassin that works for you? How about they pull you to the side and inform you on this? I don't know. What else can we talk about? Shador Sanders. Well, I love the people that try to call racism, right? I'm just touching on these lightly. If you want to call in and talk or chat about it, we can. Shador Sanders. There's no racism. What was it? 76 out of the first 100 draft choices are black. 7 out of the first 10 are black. The first guy drafted is a black quarterback. There were several black quarterbacks drafted. There's nothing to do with racism. It's all got to do about a spoiled, entitled rich kid who thought he could set his own rules. And it's coming out more and more now. It's trickling out, trickle down, right? Trickle down economy. The trickle down, what was that, Reagan? Trickle down economy? I forget what they said. It's all trickling out that he showed up late. Any team he didn't want to go to, he would show up late and be kind of rude and be unprofessional. That was his childish way of showing that I don't want to be on your team, but not realizing word gets around. One owner of a team is going to call the other owner and so on and so on and say, this guy's a disaster. He just gave the worst interview in the history of interviews. So people hear that, and that's why he went in the 5th round. And that's why he's never going to make it in the NFL. You need a work ethic to make it in anything, in acting, in boxing, in singing. Well, singing, not, you do need an ethic. If you have a great voice, you can get by without the greatest work ethic, but you still need to show up, right? They say 97% of acting is showing up, which is true. I may be a pretty good actor, and I am. I hate to pat myself on the back. I'm actually a great actor. Just ask any of my friends, the ones that like me. But I don't show up. I'm lazy. I'd rather go get a massage. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do this. I don't want to go into detail. It takes a lot of work to act. A lot, right? Do I want to be on a set at 5:30 in the morning in Sandy Hook, New Jersey? I've done that. And be there for 14 hours? Ay, caramba. I don't know if I want to do that. I really don't know if I want to do that. God, it's hot in here. Oh, God, the sun is beating. It's like the hot room. I'm going to have to put the AC on in the future. Imagine doing this all summer. And my black shirt's not helping. Way to go, Wayne. You love it at Levitt's. The hot sun is beating on my back. So it's nothing to do about race. Shedeur Sanders had a terrible attitude, just brutally awful. And this is what happens. Word gets around that you give a terrible interview. You're not professional. You're not ready for this. And you want to make it in the NFL? There's a player named Jamarcus Russell that was drafted, I don't know, 2007 by the Raiders. I'm guessing 2006. He was a LSU quarterback, led his team to the national championship, or did they lose that final game? I forget. They might have won. He was a really good college quarterback, big guy, good arm, competitive spirit, didn't have the work ethic. You can get away with that in college. You can't get away with that in the pros. So Jamarcus Russell became a Raider, and there's a famous story where John Gruden gave him some game tape to study, some play tape, like to practice the plays. The next day, Jamarcus Russell comes back, and Gruden says, oh, what'd you think of play number I-7 double cat right? And Jamarcus Russell goes, oh, that was great. It was great. It was great. There's no such thing as that. So he never even looked at it. So he didn't have the work ethic. And you know what happened to him? He crashed and burned right out of the NFL. Okay, we're going to play some songs. I don't want to go to rehab. I just like to sing. I don't know what it is. I get bored talking about all this politics, all this misery, all about the race division, the strife, the divide and conquer, rules for radicals, burnt effing toast. It gets frustrating. I think I like to sing because it just relieves stress. I don't want to go to rehab. I said, no, no, no. Candace Owens, what are you doing to us? My daddy says I'm fine. What are you doing, Candace? I don't want to go to rehab. I said, no, no, no. I just want to stay home with Ray. Shoot heroin all day, because I don't want to go to rehab. I said, no, no, no. Okay, the next thing we could talk about is the Knicks. Oh, the Knicks lost last night. Oh, boy. The Knicks are lucky they're up 3-2 in this series. Yes, they are. We could talk sports. We could talk NBA. We could talk football, whatever you like. The Knicks are really lucky to be up right now. They won Sunday by a hair of their chinny chin chin, and yesterday they lost. The Celtics closed it out. I was having a cigar watching the Celtics. It was a very close game at halftime. By the time I got upstairs last night, it was late in the third quarter. They're up by 21 points. Smackdown, that's what it's called. Oh, boy, what else we got here? So let's go into Candace Owens, okay? And let's just see. What's the next song? Oh, God. The next song on the 1973 list is Killing Me Softly. I heard he sang a good song. Bow down and down. Now, all I could think of is the Lauryn Hill version with the Fugees. It's just in my head. The Fugees redid that, I don't know, shit, let me not curse, about 20 years ago. Okay, but that's Roberta Flack. All right, so let's talk about Candace Owens. I'm going to play the audio, and we're going to break it down. I can't believe Candace Owens has jumped ship. Are you desperate, Chica, for viewers? Were your ratings down? I don't get it. But here she is. We're going to play it right now. And here we go.
Right now, I don't recognize what's happening.
Let me back it up. I'm sorry, guys. This is high-tech stuff. Ready? Go.
I never thought that I would see a day where I would be rooting for a university above Donald J. Trump and his administration.
She's rooting for the University of what? Harvard against Trump? What the hell happened here? Okay, let's listen on.
But I don't recognize this administration right now. I don't recognize what's happening.
You don't recognize the administration. Oh boy. Did you recognize Joe Biden and the radicals and the Marxism? Did you recognize that? Did you recognize 15 million illegals flowing over the border? Did you recognize 10% inflation? Did you recognize that Donald John Trump has taken office now and he's trying to turn that all around? He's resetting all our trade deals. That's why the stock market isn't doing great, but everything else is doing very well. He's brought back 46 hostages from across the globe that Joe Biden ignored, right, Candace Owens? Did that bother you? Right? Egg prices are down, gas prices are down, a barrel of oil is down, right? The only thing that's not doing well right now is the stock market, and that's because we're right in the middle of this, reworking these trade deals with the use of tariffs, okay? Candace Owens, you're a lot smarter than this. You know, this is what I hate about Republicans. You know, I'm a Republican because the Democrats are insane, right? Who knows? If the Democrats are more moderate, like my parents' Democrats, the John F. Kennedy Democrats, I would probably be a Democrat, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But at least the Democrats stick together. The Republicans are just monkeys in a barrel, pulling each other down, always tearing at each other, always tearing each other apart. She's so cold, rip her to shreds. She's so mean, rip her to shreds. Arg. Let's continue on with Candace Owens.
Theory? I do. We were kicking around some theories earlier, me and the team, and we were going, how could Trump be such a free speech enthusiast and allowing these things to happen? Going after college universities.
I can't believe what I'm hearing here. Do you know why Trump is doing this? We know why. She obviously has to know why. It's called Jew hate. Bricklayers in his house. What's up, my friend? How you doing, Bricklayer? Good to see you, mi amigo. Hat tip, Bricklayer. Yes, indeed. Much love. Good to see you, Bricklayer. Love you and all that you do, you and your crew. Boca Joe, rest in peace. Sorry to see him leave this plane. You got the Gucci Man down there. I got a kick out of the Gucci Man. And Uncle Nicky. Oh, my God, Uncle Nicky. Wow, legendary. I kind of enjoyed Uncle Nicky when Meadow Soprano and the other idiot was breaking him down on their podcast. I don't know what the son's name. Jamie Lynn Signer. She's kind of hot. I like her. And she's believable as the mafia daughter. You know who's not believable? The son. The son looked like a little Irish stepchild. And yeah, I hated anything with the son in the show, and I hated anything with the psychiatrist. I couldn't deal with it. And I hated anything to do with Carmela's sexual fantasies. That made me sick to my stomach. AJ and Meadow, haha, laughing my butt off. AJ, that's right, AJ. Oh, God. He's not even a good actor. He's terrible. You know who's a decent actor? Gandolfini's son is not bad. Yes, but when they broke down Uncle Nicky, it was very funny. Yeah. They were like, I love Uncle Nicky. Uncle Nicky's great. So anyway, we're breaking down Candace Owens. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, talk no evil. I don't get it. What is going on here, Candace Owens? The Jew hate on these campuses is out of control. These campuses, Harvard, Yale, all these places, Columbia, they get federal money, plenty of federal money. So if you're taking federal money and you promote hatred of Jews on your campus, then Donald John Trump, can pull the federal funding. Comprende ese? It's not brain surgery. So Trump is trying the best he can to save the Jews. Oh, it's unbelievable. And she's complaining about it. What do? Leave it alone, Candace Owens? Donald Trump is pulling some federal money. Meanwhile, they got plenty of money, these people. Harvard gets billions of dollars a year. Tax write-offs from rich people and alumni, they get billions. This little bit of money that Trump took from them isn't going to even make a dent. I hate to say it, but at least you got to try something, right? Do you know that Harvard said because Trump pulled funding, they do a program, something to do with dissecting animals. Now they cannot keep or something with animals. I heard Alan Dershowitz talking about it earlier on the radio. Now they said they have to kill the animals that they deal with, that they study, because Trump pulled funding. So this is how sick the left is. The insane psychopathic, demonic rules for radicals, divide and conquer, burnt effing toast Democrats. It all started with Barack, the thin smoking man from Hawaii. Yes, indeed, Bathhouse Barry. He started the divide and conquer. I taught America in 2009 with my movie, Bronx Paradise, available on YouTube for free because I'm a loser. I'm a loser, and I'm not what I appear to be. I'm a loser. Yes, I blew my big deal. I had a deal with Maverick Entertainment. I blew that because of my big mouth. Yes, my Bronx tough guy came out, and I had an argument with the owner of Maverick Entertainment, and that was it. Deal is gone. You love it at Levitt's. Yes, indeed. So I get off on a lot of side tangents here. So yes, Dershowitz was talking about it today. They're killing the pets. They're killing the cats. They're killing the dogs. Harvard is now, yes. So let's go back to Candace Owens. Candace, he's doing it to stop the Jews from being persecuted. Have you seen what they're doing on these campuses, the Jewish kids? They're not letting them in class. Sometimes they're being attacked. They're being scared. They're scared to death to leave their dorms. If this was blacks being attacked, you'd have the Marines and the National Guard at Harvard shooting. Let's say white people were attacking black students in Harvard. You'd have our military shooting white kids at Harvard. 100%. 100. I was about to say 1,000%. I hate people that say 1,000%. Guys, one of my pet peeves in life, first thing is don't ever shake my hand. It's pound. I want my hand to be pounded, okay? When I'm coming up to you, I'm going to do this. Look at the scars, baby. Look at that. Been in a lot of fights. Let's see if I can show. Let's see. Look at the scar. I look like Frankenstein. That's called Bronx life. Look at all the scars. Scars of love. My whole right hand is destroyed. That's called being a Bronx idiot. That's me. Yes, Bronx idiot. You love it at Levitt's. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, don't pound me. I mean, don't shake my hand. It's disgusting. I don't know if you've been picking your nose. I don't know if you've been digging in your taint. I don't know if you were given JOs around the block. I don't know what you're doing in the broom closet at school. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you like to smell your farts or after you wipe your ass, you check it with your finger. I don't know what you're doing. I don't want to shake your hand. I love the guy who comes up to me. This is classic. I love the guy who I'm showing him I want to pound from like 100 feet away. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's up? And I'm walking across the street with the pound. He could see it from 20 yards away. And I'm walking closer. I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? And he still gives me the handshake. He'll handshake my fist. And then sometimes, because his father told him, son, give a firm but fair handshake. I'm fair, but I'm firm. Mills Lane, right? He says, give him a firm handshake. Let's sing a song. We'll get back to the handshake. Crocodile rockin' was out of sight. Bronx Paradise, great movie, Bricklayer. Yes, indeed. It's for free on YouTube. Yes, love it. You love it at Levitt's. Oh, my God. Oh, couple of songs here. Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? I didn't warm up today, guys. That's why I may be a little out of tune with some of these songs. I didn't warm up. Bricklayer, if anybody wants to call in, you can, you don't have to. 646-481-6650. 646-481-6650. We're just breaking it down. Oh, my God. Will it go around in circles? Billy Preston. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? The next song is unbelievable. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you? I'm getting verklempt. I'm thinking of my childhood. Talk amongst yourselves. Barack Obama, did he destroy the world or just America? Talk amongst yourselves. Jagordia, your skin tone is gray. How are you going to sell Jagordia? The ghouls. Oh God. He walked into the party like he was stepping on a yacht. I forget the rest of the words. His ascot was apricot. Wow, what great song. So again, don't shake my hand. Pound it. I'll even give you a hug. I'll dap you up. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother? Don't shake my hand. If you ever meet me in real life, it's not me being an a-hole. Just don't shake my hand. I beg of you. God, I go in men's rooms. I know that 69% of men don't wash their hands. They walk out. Me, you know what I do in the bathroom? I'll do that fake wash my hands. So if someone's in the men's room, I'll grab a tissue, I'll turn it on, I'll wet one finger, I'll shut it off, and then I'll dry my hand. I'll do a minute under the blow dryer to make it seem like I washed my hands. That's me. Jagordia, only daps, if that, yes. Only I'll give a dap. I'll hug you. Don't shake my hand. I love the guy who I give the pound to, and then he gives me the fist. He gives me the full hand to handshake. Then he switches to the pound. Now I switch to the handshake because I don't want to leave him there feeling like an idiot. I don't want to explain my neurosis to him. So I will then open up to the handshake, and now he's giving me the fist. Then we go back. He's giving me the fist. It goes on like this for literally 15 minutes. I'm like, didn't you see me coming with the pound? Under pressure. The night the lights went out in Georgia. Okay, Crocodile Rock. I used to play that on my guitar lessons. My dad forced me into lessons. Love it. You love it at Levitt's. I just want to play sports, Dad. Is that so wrong? I just want to be loved. Was that so? I just want to go out and play. I don't want to go play guitar lessons. I don't want to sit here with some pedophile from Records and Things, some 26-year-old man coming into a young man's house. I'm 11. I don't want to sit here with this pedo. I want to be out there playing sports with my friends. Ring O'Leary-o, kick the can. God forbid I play spin the bottle and get kissed. God forbid I get kissed. I was such a loser young. Oh God, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, if I could turn back time and put this brain in my 13-year-old brain, oh my Lord, it would be gash all day. Gash. I love the word gash. I hate the word gash, actually. Gash was a word from the 1970s. You get any gash last night? I'm like, what? What? What is gash? Are you talking about The Godfather where they ripped open the guy's stomach? Are you sticking your Adele in that? What's going on? What's gash? Oh, I hated it. Oh, God. Let me not talk too dirty. I don't want to get thrown off of YouTube. Gash, right? What's some other words? C-U-N-T. Okay. I don't mind that word. When I'm arguing with a female, sometimes I'll use you punt. You're a real punt. Notice the P, YouTube. You're a punt. What a punt you are. You're a real lunt. You lunt. Yes. Trim. Oh, trim. Trim is kind of hot. Trim is a little hot. I'm not going to lie. You get any trim? Stroons. Any trim last night? Yes, indeed. Boy, do I go off on tangents here. We're talking about politics, Candace Owens. We're talking about sports. Shador Sanders, hat tip bricklayer. See you out the door, Shador. Goodbye. Exit stage left. You're out of here. Oh, bricklayer. Could you imagine me with liberal callers? Where are the liberal callers? 646-481-6650. Do I have to do this in my basement for the rest of my life? Jesus, someone discover me. Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Ay, Dios mío. I'm ready, Mr. DeMille. Oh, my God. I'm sitting here rotting. I'm aging. I got lines where my eyes used to be. I got a sagging neck, right? I got tits. They got hair on them. I got a bag for a belly. That's what it's all about, Manny. Fucking, sucking. Look at these mummies. Say goodnight to the bad guy. Shador Sanders would love a lib to call in. Yes. Oh, my God. What else? You had Trim, Gash. What else? Oh God, the old sayings. I'll never forget a story. I told it on my walk and talk. I'll tell it here. My dear friend John Burns, I loved him, and Chris Elliott. Not the best looking guys in the world, but John Burns had a decent personality. He was a forward type of guy. He's the guy who gave me the word gash. And Chris Elliott was a portly guy, fat, not attractive, but a good guy. I liked him. Now, for some reason, I was born with incredible looks. I was like the cutest kid in Locust Point. My landlord always told us that. You got the best looking kids. She used to tell my mother, the best looking kids in Locust Point. I was like, well, it's not that hard. You got the Italians on Tierney, you got the Irish on Glennon. It's not that hard, right? I'm just kidding. I'm having fun. So anyway, I was so good looking as a young man. I should have went into acting then, right? Here I am rotting before you. Mo Gumbo, another. Oh, I never heard of that one. Mo Gumbo. No, that's new. I'm not Italian. That must be a Hazel Towers thing. I don't know. Never heard of that one. Give me some more, Bricklayer. I love it. So anyway, my Uncle Jamie, the porno star, right? 9.5 inches. Here I am. I'm like a dime stuck to a wall. Thank you, my Irish mother. My mother had 5 effing Irish brothers. Tom, Dick, Harry, Bill, and Jim. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tom, Dick, Harry, Bill, and Jim. Thank you. I have a little Pinochle, a Pisciadell. The guineas always are, the guineas are on Tanny. They're still there. The guineas are still here. I'm the only Irish Russian Jew. I see Guinea here, Guinea there, here, Guinea, Guinea. Again, I love the Italians. I really do. I grew up with more Italians than anything else. Irish too. The Italians, the Irish, some are Italian and Irish. So anyway, my Uncle Jamie, the porno guy, he says to me, oh, look at you, 19 years old. He comes over for 4th of July. He comes over. He's a big porno star, Jamie Gillis. Look him up. 2 bites. Everyone knows the rules. So he comes over and he says, oh, my God, Wayne, you're developing into young man. I was boxing. I was doing the heavy left, jab, left. You know how it goes, Bricklayer, right here, spinning hands, right? So anyway, he goes, you look like a Burt Reynolds, Clark Gable combination. If they were gay and had SSEX, you look like a little Clark Gables and Burt Reynolds. I did. I looked like that. I was good looking back then, way back when. Candace Owens, you got to wait because I'm going off here. I'm having more fun here than with you. George Hav is calling. George, call me back, George. I don't want to lose this thought. Call me back, George. Wayne, I'm Italian and Russian Jew. Oh, my God, Bricklayer. I didn't know you're a Russian Jew. No wonder we're friends. We have the same exact background. Sick, bro. Wow. Look, you were hiding that you were a Russian Jew. I'm just kidding. My sister was so embarrassed to be called Jewish growing up. I didn't care. I'm like, I'm a Hebrew. Look at me. Here's my little yarmulke. Bum, bum, bum. I didn't care. I didn't have a yarmulke. I was raised Catholic. Oh, Kaiser Soche. Look at that. Dom Kaiser. I love it. Kaiser Soche. That's great. I love it. George Hav, if you're watching, give me a few minutes. I'm on a roll here, baby. We could talk about everything in a minute. We'll talk about Candace Owens. I'll even call you back, George. How about that? So anyway, my uncle said, I'm good looking. He says, and I was incredibly good looking. I was a bad boy. I was doing bad things, right? Right? Bitter bye-bye. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Let's sing, Bricklayer. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Coming to the jam with the Spliffer Sensi. Down with the sound called BDP. You want to join the crew? Well, you must see me. Guys, I'm sorry. This is what I do. My mind is fragmenting. I'm just spitting facts like a fountain. Fact, bam, fact, fact, fact. It's just the way I'm built. I'm like Robin Williams without the funny, right? I'm like Robin Williams. You know how Robin Williams was on stage? He's here. Whoa, hoo, right? I'm Robin Williams without the funniness, right? I'm depressing Robin Williams. But I won't commit suicide, I guarantee it. If you see 2 shots in the back of my head, I didn't do it. If you see me hanging from my balcony, it wasn't me. Trust me, I'm never killing myself. Or maybe if I have stage 5 cancer, maybe, who knows? Not Bricklayer, love it. No, I know Bricklayer was a nickname. So anyway, let's get back to this. So Chris Elliott and John Burns, they go to me, Wayne, how do you do it with all these girls? Mind you, they're like, I'm like a 9.5. These guys are like 1.5s, 2s, right? I got to be honest here. But they're great guys. Love them. Love them. They were the type of guys that'll take a girl out. They'll buy her roses. They'll bring the roses on the dinner date. They'll do everything. They'll open every door for her, which is okay. You can do that. but they'll be so nice. And then they'll take her back to the bar after hanging out at the restaurant and going to a movie. At 1 a.m, they're going back to the bar. And at the bar, that girl leaves with another guy within 40 minutes. She leaves with me or some other a-hole, right? She's not leaving with Mr. Nice Guy. No more, Mr. Nice Guy. She's not leaving with the nice guy. And she'll slip out the back door. And Chris Elliott be like, did you see anyone see Dolores? Did anyone see Dolores? I'm like, Chris, she's banging Vito in the backseat of his car behind Alfie's. Go figure. And Chris walks around the back. She's banging. The car's going up and down. I'm like, Chris. So anyway, Chris Elliott one day and John Burns, they say to me, Wayne, how do you get so many girls? And I say to them, guys, I'm going to break down the secret. You ready? Ancient Chinese secret. You guys are disgusting looking. You're fat. You're out of shape. Are those pimples on your face, Chris? Maybe less potato chips. I don't know. Do something. John Burns, could we drink a little less, John? Could we drink a little less? And could you stop being so nice to these girls? They want someone to slap them around a little bit. I'm joking. Ha ha. Hoo ha ha. Just a joke. Be a little rough. Like Robert De Niro in Heat, they have to know that you're ready to leave at any second. You're ready to leave them at the dinner table. God knows I've done it. I've legged and winged girls out of my car. Yes. I was on my way to Lori Peduto's wedding back in Jesus Christ, 1998 or 9. And my Jamaican girlfriend from Brooklyn, who was beautiful, great lips, never put those lips to use, even though we had a great time together. She wouldn't do that. Something about her Jamaican heritage. She wouldn't do that for me. No tonsillectomies were on the menu. But she was a pain in the ass. Her name was Francelyn Fiona Blake. Rest in peace. I loved you. Oh, my God, you're gone. Years later, she was arguing with a Jamaican guy. She was dating a younger guy. Now she was 32 years old. She was 20 when I was dating her, and I was 32. Do the math on that. This is a long time ago. So the Jamaican guy was 23. She's dating him. She started a fight with him in the car. He shoots her 6 times in the stomach. Goodbye. Life is over. Goodbye, Michelle, it's hard to die with all the birds singing in the sky. Goodbye, Michelle, it's hard to leave with the birds in the trees and the children singing ABCs. Oh, God, I always get emotional when I hear that song. I'm a little verklempt. Who do you want for mayor, Curtis Lewa or Eric Adams back? Right? Oh, my God. So anyway, I said, guys, stop being so disgusting. I've legged and winged girls out of the car. I das booted. We're going to Lori's wedding. I'm on Allenton Avenue. I'm 2 blocks from Geno's before it became IHOP. I'm 2 blocks. She's driving me crazy. She's fighting with me. I'm like, we're going to a wedding. This is my friend Lori. You're going to fight with me here? Are you kidding me? I das booted her out of the car. Das Boot. Remember that? 1976. Foreign Picture of the Year. Das Booted right onto her ass. I said, here's $40. Go. Take a cab home. Goodbye. You're not going straight to go. Do not pass go. Go directly back to Pacific and Dean in Brooklyn, right off of Flatbush. Goodbye. You're gone. You're out of here. Crazy-ish. Yes, indeed, bricklayer. Crazy. I'm Irish, Russian. My father's Irish. No, my mother's Irish Catholic, my father's Russian Jew. Yes, indeed. Another scene from the movie. Yes, indeed. Remember the scene from the movie of Chris? So anyway, I'm going in 6 ways. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just spouting stuff. I'm like a fountain of funny, not so funny, but I'm a fountain of everything. And I got a lot going on here. George Hav, I'm going to call you back, baby. Kiss me, baby. Dos McLittle Shadurkin. Oh, God. So I said, guys, Chris and John, be yourselves. I know yourselves are boring, but be a version of yourselves that's not Mr. Nice Guy. Just be yourself. Chris, you're miserable. You had a bad childhood. You hardly had sex. You're 23 years old. You should be very unhappy. Be that. John Burns, you've probably had a little more sex. Your brother Joey's going to go on to be a very successful contractor who built Yankee Stadium. You're going to pass away way too young. I'm sorry to break the news to you. Stop drinking now. This is 1985. We're having this conversation. And I'm like, just stop being so nice. You got to be ready to leave like Robert. Oh, I hate Robert De Niro. I want to punch him in his scraggly throat. Look at it. I'm getting old. Look at this. Look at the age spots. Look, you love it at Levitt's. Look at this. I'm rotting at home in my basement. Look at that. I'm turning into my dad. That's it. I'm done. Life's over. Huh. Oh my God. There's a wart here, I think. I don't know what's going on. Varicose veins. It's over. It's a wrap. Right? Remember the dreams we all had? It's all over. You're out, Tom. You're out. All right. We're just having fun. We're just kidding. I'll put a little love in your heart. Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Wow. 1972. What a sick year. That's number 15. Are you kidding me? How's the weather? It's hot. It's 78, 80 degrees. But no, not even. It's like 73 today, but I'm hot. I'm in fuego here. George Have, we're going to call you back in a few minutes. Okay, what other? Oh, Half Breed. This is when I love Cher. I love Cher from Sonny and Cher, although she's too skinny for my type. I like them thick. I want big bazungas. I want a big booty. I want thighs. I don't want Cher. But you got to love Cher. How does Sonny run into a tree? What? You're skiing? You're gonna kill yourself into a tree? What the hell, man? Half Breed. That's my song. Every Thanksgiving, I put that song on my Facebook page in honor of the Indians, of Native Americans. Oh my God. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? I didn't warm up, guys. Days gone by, did I hear you say she was meeting you here today to take you to that mansion in the sky? She's 42 and her daddy still calls her baby. Bricklayer, if I had a wartime consigliere, I wouldn't be in this position. Papajenko, look what I got. Oh, Bricklayer, keep them coming. Oh, I recognize him. I worked with his father. We were in the olive oil business together. Frankie Five Angels. Oh, what a movie. I don't do scenes. I do a few things. I get everything wrong. I'm turning into Joe Biden. I'm really turning into Joe Biden. I'm losing my mind. I think I'm losing my mind this time. We were in the olive oil business together. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. We have a signed affidavit from here. We have a signed affidavit from here for you. We're going to look into this. What is going on here? Oh, my God. What a movie. That's why it's numero uno, amigo with an ego. Japan and France say it in Italiano. Where's that from, Bricklayer? Okay, 646-481-6650. Love it. All right, we got to call George Have back, right? I love George, and he's a caller, so we got to call him. I love him. We're going to call George Have right now, baby. Kiss me, baby. Okay, George, you have to be we're going to sing songs, George. I don't want to do any politics today. I want fun, 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 till a daddy takes a T-bird away. Okay, let's see. Just give me a half hour, guys. I'll find it. I'm turning into my father. It's amazing. My father with a remote control. How does this work? How does this work, Wade? I can't do it. Okay, George Have, you're on the line. San Francisco, you're on the air. Now he's not going to answer. You love it at Levitt's.
Wayne, how are you?
San Francisco, you're on the air.
Oh, my God.
George, why did my older father not know how to work a remote control? He's like, do I put this in the microwave? What's going on?
The same reason that I don't know how to operate some computer programs.
George, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Today we're going crazy. That's it. We're going off the rails on the crazy train. God. George, what's on your mind? Go, baby. Talk to me.
What I want to talk about, I want to talk a little about
recidivism. Okay.
Yes. Let's go. You know, people are all focused on bail reform.
Wait up, George. George, give me a minute. What does recidivism mean? Okay.
Repeat offenders.
I know.
Offenders, they get in and out of jail, turnstile justice.
No, I know. Yeah, well.
So, I mean, if everybody's focused on the bail reform, that would happen with at the center level. But they're forgetting something. In 2018, Wayne, we had 2 town halls
Right.
that involved the 45th precinct and the 49th precinct, which
Right.
means CB10 and CB11.
Okay.
We had 2 big town halls attended by both the police departments, by members of the judiciary from the court, the Bronx DA. We had a whole who's who there on this panel to talk about recidivism in 2018, and that was before bail reform.
Right.
So recidivism, everybody's focusing on the bail reform. That's not the problem. The problem is at the city council level when they changed the Criminal Justice Reform Act and they changed nuisance abatement laws.
Right.
And we even know that because we had the sheriff, Anthony Miranda, at our meeting.
Okay.
Back in August of last year when they were opening up all these smoke shops. And we asked him point blank, what's the difference between 2016, 2015, and today? Because in 2015, you could go in there and just go down there and close it up. And he said, plain and simple, it's nuisance abatement. Nuisance abatement changes. And that was the Melissa Mark Viverito City Council on her way out the door. She amended these laws and created a playground for the criminals.
Yes.
That's what she did.
George, how many criminals, I've heard, what's the number again? Only a few criminals are committing these crimes over and over again.
Yeah, it's really hard to say because the point is they say...
It's like 300 people are doing this, I've heard.
They're saying that percentage-wise it's a fraction that's doing this.
Right.
But, the point is, I get it. But the point is also, you cannot change the laws and expect different results. Because on the heels of that 2018 town hall, which was brought on because there was a guy in Morris Park area that was arrested 60 times for doing what's going on today, robbing the CVS's, the Walgreens. Right,
there you go.
And wiping it out.
The same guy.
And that was happening in 2018. That's 7 years ago, Wayne. And you know how they got him?
How'd they get him?
They got him because they got the corporate to go to court, get some injunction where he was not allowed on the property, and it would be criminal trespass if he went on the property.
Wow. George,
that's how they had to do it.
What do you think about Frank Morano's victory last night? Are you aware?
Yes, I think it made a statement.
Now, let me ask you this. Is he now on the city council, or who does he have to beat in June? Frank Morano, Staten Island City.
This was a special election.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This is a special election.
Okay.
So he's going to have to run again in November.
Against the same people or no?
And a Democrat.
Oh, wow. Okay. What if it's
now? A Democrat.
Now, in Staten Island, he's got to have a good chance, right?
Well, I mean, that he was running against Vito Facella's kid.
Yeah, he's young though. 27, young.
I know he's young, but we've had young people elected to the council before.
Now, Vito Facella's son, George, I heard him being interviewed. He says Frank Morano just turned Republican recently to run. Is that true or false?
That I can't comment
on.
I don't know when he actually registered.
Right, I got you.
Republican. He might have been an independent. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would say this, that he's always been a common sense guy and a very knowledgeable man about city politics.
How is Vito Facella as a politician?
They like him in Staten Island.
Yeah, I I don't know much about him. Staten Island's another. It might as well be Guam.
Well, listen, they wanted us to secede from the Union, right? They wanted us to secede from New York. Remember that?
Oh yes, yes.
So I mean, they're still they're pretty much a Republican stronghold, but not as much. They used to have all three council seats Republican, but now they have 2 out of the 3.
Yeah.
And Joe Borelli leaving the council to take a job as a lobbyist created this problem here.
Right. George, Dom Bricklayer says hello. Do you know Dom?
Yeah,
Dom's a great guy. I love him.
I know him through Jimmy DiMatteo.
Oh, okay. Dom Bricklayer says he worked with Jimmy Vacker in CB10 for years in the summer as a kid for the Summer Youth Organization.
Yeah, Jimmy Vacker was a good man. He is a good man.
Did I ever tell you my Jimmy Vacker story, George?
No, you did not.
All right. It's nothing gross. You ready? Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Jimmy Vaca, me and Tommy Brown, Big Mouth Brown, we were on Crosby Avenue about 6-7 years ago. Jimmy Vaca, how you doing, buddy? What's going on? You know, we kind of miss you in office, this, that, the other thing, bada beep, bada boop, bada bing. So I says, Jimmy, I'm a Republican, but I like you. You're relatable. You seem like you do things. You seem like you care about the neighborhood, Jimmy Vaca. He goes, thank you, Wayne. So I see two Muslim women, full burqas across the street. All you can see is their eyes. Their ankles were kind of hot. I was like, oh my God, look at those ankles. So anyway, I said to Jimmy Vaca, look at this. I pointed to the two Muslim women walking across the street. I said, Jimmy, what are we going to do about this? He runs away from me. He goes, you really are a Republican. Good story. Now, I was joking about the Muslim women. I'm not anti-Muslim.
Jimmy's always,
yeah.
He was always a gentleman.
Yeah. He started laughing. He runs away. You really are a Republican.
But I'll tell you, even in his days when he was district manager of CB10 before going into the council,
right?
He ran a very efficient machine. He was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good upbringing, you know, because I know him from, I went to public school with him.
Oh, okay.
Just for a little while.
Right.
And he was always, you know, he always was more mature than the rest of the kids.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's kind of weird, you know.
Yeah. I like him. I like him.
More mature. No, he's a good
Yeah,
man.
he's an older school Democrat, not what you have today, not with the rules for radicals, destroy everything, soft Marxism.
Yeah, the thing is, too, you know, when you look at it, you know, to me, you know, a lot of people are like term limits. A lot of people like the term limits. I'm going to tell you this, at the lower levels of government, like the city council,
right?
I don't like the term limits.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like the term limits because, you know, these guys know the community well. You know, like when you get Walker in there for 20 years.
Yep, I agree.
You know, say if Jimmy Vaca in there for a longer period of time could have served the community maybe better.
Right.
You know, the Jonah era wasn't that kind to a lot of communities.
Yeah, right.
You know, and then, you know, we thought he would get a second term, and then he bowed out, and then we, you know, ended up with Maggie. You know, wake up, Maggie.
Wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you.
We woke her up pretty good. That was a good thing. Definitely woke her up. So
love it.
That was good. So
George, how's Curtis Lee? We're looking for the mayor race. Let's go, Curtis.
Listen, you know what? We got to hope that there's numerous candidates. We want to see something where we have 3 or 4 candidates
absolutely.
running.
Well,
and,
listen.
You know, a fractional, like I said, the Democratic Party's fractional.
Cuomo's going to be the.
Can win this.
Yeah.
Can win this.
Let's go through it. Cuomo's on the Republican ticket. Curtis is on. Cuomo's on the Democrat. You got Curtis on the Republican. Who's the Working Families Party? Which joke is that?
That might be the assemblyman, the guy that was going after the ICE guys at the airport.
Oh, okay, right, yeah,
you know,
unbelievable.
There's actually, I think there's 11 people that are going to be on the Democratic ballot for mayor.
Oh,
okay. 7 of them are noteworthy, and the other 4 are kind of obscure.
All right, George.
I mean, even you have Adrian Adams, you have Stringer and Lander, the 2, you know, they have controller experience.
I tell you, I don't pay enough attention to the local stuff. I do pay somewhat. I was really behind you when you ran, but I was behind Tina Forte. But I don't really pay too much attention to all the this, that, the other thing. George, what's the community board that's right next to LaSalle Avenue in Tremont? What's that?
That's our community board 10.
Oh God, there's a guy in there. He helped me out like 15 years ago with something, but he's so miserable now with the wig on. What's going on there? You don't mention any names. He looks like he put his finger in it.
I know you.
Guy's miserable.
I got news for you. I'll tell you one thing. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
When that guy is gone, we are gonna miss him like you would not.
Oh, okay, all right.
He helps so many. He helps so many people.
He's so unhappy though, George.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'll tell you this. 15 years ago, he helped my father get that STAR program. He was a big help. I went back to him like 6-7 years ago for something. The guy was miserable. I was like, what's going on here? George, I'm going to give you a little name that tune. You ready?
I can't name it.
No, name that tune. You ready? George, this is your era, baby. What song is this? She's 42 and her daddy still calls her baby.
That's my year.
Yes, George, it's 1972.
You got me on that one.
What's
Give me a refrain.
okay? I'll give you a little more. If you can't get it now, George, I give up. What's that flower you have on? Could it be?
Don't tell me you're doing Delta Dawn.
Thank you, George. Thank you.
That was like, I didn't listen to that.
What?
Jimi Hendrix guy.
Oh, you're a rock guy. Okay.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, God.
No way.
I'm looking for rock songs now. Okay.
Oh, man. No way. Ellen Reddy? No. Never.
Oh, I love that stuff. My mother used to clean the living room in the house and the kitchen. Listen to that.
I get it.
You.
I was like, nah. Not my style.
All right, you ready, George? Here's a rock song. You ready? Bum, 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 bum. Fire in the sky.
Oh, that's Deep Purple.
Very good. Smoke on the water.
Yeah, Richie Blackmore.
All right, here's another one. Ba-da-da-da, and your daddy don't rock and roll.
Oh, that's so long as a machine. I didn't like that.
Oh, you don't like George?
They're all right. Listen, I've seen them live a couple of times. Jimmy is very talented.
Oh, what'd you take? The brown acid in Woodstock, George? Come on, baby.
Oh, not me, man.
Number nine.
No.
All right, Beatles or Zeppelin? Better group, go.
Well, as far as a better group, I mean, more popular and everything else. Me, I like Led Zeppelin. First 3 albums. I like Led Zeppelin, early Led Zeppelin. I was a big Yardbirds guy, big Jimmy.
Okay, very good.
Jeff Beck guy. I like I like Zeppelin. Early Zeppelin. The first album is like one of the best albums.
But what? You got to give it to the Beatles?
You have to. The Beatles just popularity. I mean,
No, I get it. The Beatles' popularity does beat Led Zeppelin.
If you ask me who I'd rather listen to, Led Zeppelin 1 or a Beatles song, Led Zeppelin 1.
Now, mind you, George, I didn't ask you who's more popular. Who's the better group? Down, now.
As far as talented musicians and stuff,
I should have quit you.
And I'm going to say this. People don't give the Beatles enough credit for their musical talents.
They're great. Love it.
I mean,
Hey, Jude.
George Harrison does not get enough credit for what he did.
George Harrison.
Harrison was amazing. Even look at his, how he transformed. And even when the last group he was with, the Traveling Wilburys. Oh
right.
My God,
yeah.
That was some group.
Okay. Tom Bricklayer says Jimmy Vacco is very eccentric. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. You ain't going to touch that. George, I'm going to sign off. You want to do the sign off with me?
I don't know if I can keep up with you.
Can you do the sign language? Like Gary?
I can't do it with you.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not in your league.
No, you're much smarter than me, though. Listen, George.
I know one thing. I know what pool to go into.
Very good. George, I was blessed with good looks, humor, and a small penis. You were blessed with being a good hockey coach, decent looks, and incredible public speaking knowledge and political knowledge. I don't know anything about your penis.
I thank you for that.
Okay.
Well, we won't go there because let's say this. I'm not even going to go there.
Okay, George, love you, baby. Oh God, I'm hung like Rocky and Bullwinkle here. I'm like a thimble. You ever hear of a thimble, George? That's me. I'm a thimble. Thimble Gurman. Yes. All right, George. I gotta run, baby. All right. Love you. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. George Hab. There we go. We're going to sign off. We're going to keep it at an hour. We're at 59 minutes right now. Zeppelin all day. I should have quit you long time ago. How about this? The grunge. Come on. Trampled underfoot. Thank you. Here's to woman. I give you my all. And woman, nothing more. Little drops of rain. I didn't warm up, guys. Excuse me. Zeppelin all day, every day. All right, we got to sign off. Chiqui cabrón, maricón, ese gringo vato shidru, bunacasita, bendejo, conyo, tio amaro, drum cop, shut him for a dunk of shame, mein chatzi, sputzig fega punyata, struns, eringo bra, fanabla, puta cabrón. No Crisco, Daddy-O, El Guapo, Papica Pentacles, Tish me, baby. Dos McNiddles, Shadurkin. Never forget the smoke and mirror, sleight of hand, 3-card Monty. It's all a shell game. Sandpaper condom, hat tip bricklayer. Look at the shiny object over there, my dear. While 8-shot Gary and Bathhouse Barry, the thin smoking man from Hawaii. He gets no burn, no smoking sign. F's in the rear like burnt effing toast. Bada beep, bada boop, bada bing, a fachin capiche. Have a great day. Vaca Simmons, Zeppelin all day. I should have quit you. Bricklayer, thank you for being part of my show. George Have, thank you for being part of my show. Spread it, like, share, and subscribe. Love yous all. Have a great day, guys. Bricklayer, much love, my friend. Be well.